Beneath the surface of a lake, so still, it held the stars like secrets. There lived a library no one remembered. Not above the water, not on any map, not in any tale sung by firelight. It could only be found by silence, real silence. Not the kind you hear in the woods when the wind pauses, but the kind that lives in your bones, when you're finally ready to let go. And so, on a night wrapped in silver mist, a woman named Mara walked to the edge of the lake, not to find anything, not to escape, but simply because the world felt too heavy. She took off her shoes. The water welcomed her, cold but kind. She stepped in and did not sink. She walked across the surface, as if the stars had built a bridge beneath her feet. With each step, the ripples faded faster. Her thoughts grew softer. The sky above seemed to lean closer, as though watching her remember something she'd forgotten. Then, all at once, the lake opened, not violently, but like a page turning in a long-forgotten book. And beneath her, the reflection of herself dissolved, replaced by light and glass and golden staircases. She was in the library. Books floated in the air like lanterns, each one glowing gently, each one whispering softly. But they didn't tell stories, they remembered them. Each book in that endless hall was someone's life, not fiction, but memory. Every choice they ever made, every dream they never spoke aloud, every version of themselves they let go of too soon. Mara didn't know how she knew, but she did. She walked slowly, reverently, passing shelves made of moonlight and ladders that moved on their own. Then, one book turned toward her, not with urgency, not with force, just ... invitation. She touched its cover. It was warm. When she opened it, she didn't read it. She entered it. She saw herself as a child, dancing barefoot in the rain, screaming laughter into the sky. She saw the moment her heart first broke, how she held it in, how no one noticed, how she smiled anyway. She saw the choices she could have made, the lives that almost were, and she saw something else, something glowing at the center of the book, a version of herself she had never dared to become. Not louder, not richer, not more beautiful, just ... free. The book closed. It had shown her what it held. Now it was her turn to choose. The librarian stepped forward. She hadn't noticed him before. He had no face, no age, only eyes like candlelight. "You may take the book," he said, "but only if you leave behind the weight that brought you here." She looked down. In her hands was not the book, but her past, gathered like water in her palms. She let it go. It fell upward like ash in reverse. The librarian nodded once. The library dimmed. Mara opened her eyes at the lake's edge. The world was the same, but she was not.